The second album by Frozen Soul, a band that has made a name for itself in the North American death metal underground in recent years, at least among those who like a bit of an old-school sound. But that's the curious part. Despite their love of old-school death metal, here we can find a lot of proximity to a more modern side, namely deathcore. Now, calm down. We're not saying that this is a deathcore record. There are only points in common, namely in the way they use the grinding mid-tempo that ends up dominating this whole album, and even making it a little predictable, this being its great Achilles heel. Still, for fans of old-school death metal, here's a new band to follow. A highlight is the vintage keyboard arrangements that give some of the songs an even more unique color.
How many more avant-garde things have to appear before the term falls into disuse? It's not that the term doesn't have its raison d'etre here, but what is supposed to be exotic ends up becoming banal. In any case, the music of this new Finnish band can never be seen as such, as it combines black metal, especially vocally, with a progressive rock and even psychedelic feel, especially with the use of keyboards. Even without impressing us to any great extent, Beyond North Star has many memorable moments and will undoubtedly be a new force to be reckoned with in Scandinavian metal.
Nowadays, simplicity is everything, even if that simplicity is often misleading in relation to what we can find. Like the perfect cover for Nowhere Safe, for what it appears to be, for what it really is, and for the way it suggests what we might find. Roseneath play an alternative, shoegaze kind of rock, full of impressive sensibilities that meet what we're looking for in music, a way of feeling it that goes beyond established, supposedly winning formulas. That freedom from restraints that you feel here is also why songs like Passerby are perfect anthems that we'll want to return to many more times in the future. The alternative hype may be long gone, but what remains is the best music.
Perspective is everything. Being eager for new music sometimes makes us forget to evaluate music for what it is. Such is the case with Flowers in Dark and their debut album Celestial Vengeance. At first listen, and before all the others that followed, what comes to mind is the primordial blend of gothic elements with death doom metal. A mixture that brought us such good results on the first albums by Theatre of Tragedy or even Lacuna Coil. Things quickly evolved into something more melodic and accessible, but that bass was not forgotten, nor was the good music. Celestial Vengeance has everything to make you fall in love from the first moment, the melody, the melancholy and the undeniable beauty at all times. It may be overlooked by gothic metal fans because it draws from sources other than the current ones, but its quality proves to be timeless, just like those sources.
It's always delicate to have a legendary band like the LA Guns shoot themselves in the foot and their music suffer as a result. From uninspired albums to disagreements that led to the band splitting in two, it's all happened to them. So expectations for Black Diamonds weren't very high, which didn't make it too unpleasant that the first few songs on the album were weak, from the production to the songwriting. However, Diamonds arrives and it seems that our whole perspective changes. And sometimes that's all it takes, one small element to change your mind about the whole. Or try to. It's true that this song, and others like the Beatles' tribute, Crying, has made us grasp things that were previously closed off, but it's still an album that falls short of what the name LA Guns suggests, something above, well above, average.
Forged in Black are back and it's a big comeback. Expectations are not disappointed by what the British band has already guaranteed us, muscular heavy/power metal with 10 reasons for any fan to be satisfied. The first half of Lightning in the Ashes is really strong, especially in the field of guitar solos, and is the main highlight of the whole album. Even though the UK doesn't have one of the strongest metal scenes, Forged in Black have set themselves up to lead the way, and they made sure of it with another solid album.
An interesting band from Belarus with a very interesting second album. Taking the traditional values of the style, they add the ability, essential, in our opinion, to write great songs. Melancholy, melody, and heaviness go hand in hand in what is one of the great death/doom surprises of 2023. The sensitivity revealed in each of these songs is their greatest attraction. Something that fans of the genre will recognize immediately. It may not shy away from the genre's major references, but it's still a great album.
What power! A power to which we cannot remain indifferent. Pandrador are Polish and, like all great Polish extreme metal bands, they have the ability to leave you with an intense desire to headbang. Solid production, where all the instruments sound organic but still with a very powerful sound that serves the songs in the best way. And this is a part that we don't always talk about, that the production is more concerned with enhancing the songs themselves than with trying to fit into standards of demand that change with the times. Sear has a strong lyrical concept that not only draws on the rich Scandinavian traditions, but also gives more depth to an album that didn't even need to do that much to please us right from the start. Death metal with a taste of addiction.